guys, Richard Williams Jr. here from Profits of Forex. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching us here. If you haven't, guys, hit the bell, the subscribe bell, so that you can be notified when we upload new videos here at the Profits of Forex group YouTube channel. As well as, if you haven't, follow us on Facebook and request the invite to our private group there as well on Facebook, where you'll be able to join a community of like-minded traders like yourself that are pioneering and learning to trade and perfect their skills of trading in everyday life as well. Whether it's, supplementing income or, learning to do this full time, trading is where it's at. I can truly say that from an testament that myself, that I love trading. It's so exciting to be able to see your money multiply and compound. There's a power in trading, like nothing else, for me. So, if you're here or you're a new beginner, you're interested in Forex, want to understand what Forex is, there'll be a lot of videos that we're going to be going through here at this channel as well that you can go through with the basics as well. But today I wanted to sit down, take a minute to kind of share where I'm at in my mind as far as trading this week. I'm actually in a lot of, some trades already. Not a lot of trades, but some trades already. I'm actually, as you can see my screen now, I'm actually already in Audjpy. And I wanted to go over why I got into this trade. This is the weekly chart. So on the weekly chart, I happen to go up on the upper time frames, and I noticed that on the higher time frames that there was a weekly support area coming up, area where there would be some major, I believe, would be some major accumulation in the market, where there might be a lot of buyers waiting for price to come to be able to continue and start another uptrend. I like to analyze and look on the upper time frames because they give you an overall picture of where the market's going. And that's like the bigger current. That's how I look at it, is that, the lower time frames is the fast money, but the higher time frames is the big major movers in the market. And that's the current itself. And I usually like to trade with the current. My idea was to find an area in which I can probably support my trade and get in at a good price. I know that Audjpy and a lot of the yin pairs have been, going bullish, for a while now, actually. So I knew there was some consolidation going on, some areas where there was some accumulation, and allowing liquidity to build up. So I went on the higher time frames, as you can see in my chart, went to the weekly chart. And what I did, I actually got in before this buy candle here even showed up. Let me just move this real quick. I don't even know what that is. All right. So before, let me do this then, so we can, anything might still be on there. Right. So, I got in this trade before this buy candle here on the weekly chart. So what I also noticed, because of this zone in this area, that price itself came down multiple times in previous before, and went up from this area. So I knew that this area would be a good area in which I can probably get in and leverage a big trade on. And I'm normally looking for areas where I can probably, flow with the current. And that's how I like to trade. Trading with the trend is your friend. So on the higher time frames, it's really good because you can get in and your trades can really go without having to put up a lot of stops, or putting up as much, or risking as much in your stops as well. So my idea was to wait for this to open up that next week and see if it went up to go for a buy. While I was also looking at the fact that, and we'll go over in this channel stuff about the importance of whole numbers. And I realized that price itself was also, let me find my line, guys. Here we go. Price itself was around the whole number 88. I'll put this in so that you guys can see this. Real brief. The reason why whole numbers are powerful is because a lot of the institutions, a lot of the institutions, our institutional traders love to buy at this level or certain key levels like, 88.50, such and such. And these levels are very important because price moves really, really big, whether it's going up or going down from these areas. And this is what I was looking at to identify whether or not, okay, this is a very key level in which price has come to. Yes, it has drifted below that. I know we're paying attention to this, but what I usually pay attention to is the whole number itself. It actually did come down to like this 88 and then, kind of come down past that to like maybe 77. But the areas I'm looking at are right around the 88 whole number. Price had a strong reaction to it. So I went down on the daily chart. And on the daily chart, I saw that as I came down on the daily chart, you can see it really closely, a lot more better. Price came down exactly right around this 88 number, whole number, and price went up. Now, these are certain areas and things I use to confirm my trades. They're not just my whole strategy, but I knew that on the weekly, she came to a strong area on the weekly. So I should be able to see a very strong move on the weekly. And what I went down on the daily, what I saw was price moved really quick and really good from here. When price came up and moved really big, came down, came down and retested that area, and then went right back up. Price went up and then came down eventually back to this area again, went up, came back down again, and it went up, came down again. And my idea was if price wasn't going past here, once I saw this wick, this would be the area in which I was going to end up buying. And that's what I did. I ended up buying here. I'm currently still in this trade. But I went end up buying here up to this point. That next value area price, was pretty much right to about here where this previous, top of the market was. And then, traded there, see what the market does, hold. My real goal was to kind of trade it back up to this top here. Not maybe the very, very big top, but I'm going to this top in this area right here, because prices come there multiple times. So to me, that looks like a good area in which I would see price probably either start to slow down if it doesn't go past there. But if price does, then I'll hold. But my real goal was to hold it to here, right? But what I like to do is I like to get in and see it from a bigger time frame, because then I'm allowed to scale. I allow myself to be able to scale in to my trades and being able to open up more positions. I don't really have to figure out too much about the market. I'm trying to find an ideal position to get in. All I'm looking for is a good entry into this trade, while my other trades or positions that are open are paying for my new positions that I'm opening along the way. Now, my goal is this week is to see how the market responds here, right? Whether or not I'll just take profit, or which I've already taken some profit, but whether or not I'll close out the rest of my positions, or I'll hold to maybe this point right here, which is about another 300 something pips, right? To this area right here that we were talking about on the weekly. Now price goes there, I will look to kind of like reevaluate, depending on what I get here, open up another position or two and watch the trade scale up. This way, if the trades don't go in my favor, it's really not a loss to me because my other trades are carried at. So it's not going to be a big thing for me now. But I usually try to get around in these strong areas because that's where price tends to push really good. And it gives me a good advantage in the market. So if you go down even on the 4-hour time frame, you'll see it on the 4-hour time frame here, we're in this area in which there's a channel. So price is right here, basically consolidating and building on liquidity. What I've known and noticed that is usually when the market tends to go up, the market continues in that way. So I'll tend to reevaluate just to give you an idea of what I'm looking for. If I go down the lower time frames, I'm looking for this area in which it came down to. So I know that price will come back down to this area. Let me change the color of this so I can make sure this is how I do it. So I'll change the color on this to red so that I can see that this is a strong area in which price on the 4 hour is going to come to as well. And then price went up from there. Now I did go back to retouch this area, which is what I'm looking at. Price coming off of here, eventually bouncing back up there, creating a flag, and then price continuing up. The reason why that's important, because this is my point of interest in the market, is because the price went up. So I'm looking for price to continue in a bullish way unless price somehow breaks below this previous low structure. Since it hasn't, I'm not looking for price to do it. So when price does do it, then we'll talk about that. You know what I'm saying? For right now, I'm just looking for buys in the market. Other than that, it is what it is. You let price do what it's going to do. I typically don't try to overcomplicate my trading for the reason because then you make trading harder for you. So, and that's what we're looking at. This is my point of interest. This is where the market structure is. And then trade continues to go up, come back down, another retest. This will be my second retest, right? And, looking for price to spring out from there. So that's my observation in the market and what I'm looking for now. If you guys have any questions, definitely share them with me. Let me know what you think about this video, how we can make it better. Maybe some ideas on videos that you would like for us to record, but this is one of the trades that I'm looking at. And I wanted to give that video an observation, a little bit more in depth. I'll share another video as well of another trade I'm looking at more in depth. I want to take time to really go through how my mind is thinking so that you guys can, maybe use some of this stuff to benefit your trading. You may not trade like I do. And I don't trade like most traders, but even when I was learning this, what I learned is that you learn and you take certain things and you adapt it to your own personality and way of thinking. Your methods in trading as well, and that'll benefit you in the long run. All right, guys. So I do hope that this video has helped you. This is one of the trades I'm looking at, Audjpy. I'm in it for a buy. Right now, I'm currently up about 300 something pips. Mostly my goal is, set a goal for yourself every month. I usually try to set a goal, reaching 600 pips or more. But that's my goal. Usually I always get a lot more than 600 pips, but what you try to do is set a goal that you can reach and attain, and then you increase from there. Guys, with all that being said, that's my trade for the week. Well, one of my trades for the week. I'll actually record another video of another position to trade that I'm in, and give you guys what I was thinking about when I got in that trade as well. So I'll try to do this every week. Especially around maybe a Saturday or Sunday, some of the trades I'm in or I'm about to get in, so that you guys can have a way of thinking about how I'm thinking when it comes to the market. All right, guys. So I appreciate you guys for your time watching this. With all that being said, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like, follow us, comment in the comments section and let us know what you think about this video and how we can make it better, or, your thoughts on the trade, maybe even your thoughts on this pair, which you may be seeing, because it's all about perspective in the market. Maybe you see something that I may not be looking at, that helps me even reevaluate my trading. So with that being said, I thank you guys and appreciate you guys for liking and subscribing us here. Join us over on Facebook as well. Come and request to invite to our private group as well. So we look forward to seeing you over there. And thank you guys, and talk to you soon.